Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jay, aka Melanated Oracle. So for today's pick a card reading, I felt like it would be important, like I said in the previous video, to really focus on the self-care that people need. So I really am excited to do this today. I went out and actually bought an oracle deck specifically for self-care, so let's get started. So right here I have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Today I don't have any crystals. I more so want you to take a few deep breaths and really focus on which pile is truly calling your heart. If you need to, close your eyes and see which number you are drawn to, 1, 2, or 3. Now if you need a little bit more time, please do pause this video as I'm going to be jumping straight into the reading for pile number 1. So pile number 1, if you chose this pile, this is your reading. So for the energy you should be bringing in this week, I pulled purification, burdock root. So what I'm getting is, if there are energies around you, your own thoughts, even people who are just trying to ruin your vibe this week just because, they're kind of haters, they don't want the best for you, they don't want you to be happy, you're going to really have to purify those energies from your, life right now. Like, there's no need for someone to be hating just to be hating. I get the feeling that you are a kind-hearted person, and for some reason bitter people don't really like kind people, and so there may be people who are intentionally trying to bring your day down because they're not liking your energy and they don't like how happy you are. And if that's the case, really just purify that energy away from you. If it's a situation at work, you can remove yourself from that person. Remove yourself from that person. If they're blowing up your phone, don't respond. If this person doesn't have your best intentions, but they're trying to come over, just don't let them over. Really focus on putting yourself first, because I'm seeing, a lot of negative energy is trying to get in your surroundings, and you don't want that. You want your energy to remain pure, and anything that does come through, you do want to, purify and get rid of it because it will not serve you. And so some self-care rituals that you can do this week. I pulled hydrate. So with hydrate, I'm getting the feeling that you might need to take more care of your body. I'm getting the feeling that, you probably don't drink nearly as much water as you need to. We are, 2/3, if not more, made out of water. It really is the driving force. I know some people don't like the taste of water, which is weird, but we really need to place importance on, what water can do for us specifically. And how much it can, essentially hydrate not only our body but our soul as well, because water is also purifying in itself. So one thing that, I've started doing recently in order to purify myself of negative thoughts, if you're having, some issues with this, is you get a cup of water and you speak positive affirmations over it. And after speaking those positive affirmations, you then drink that water. So therefore you're really ingesting all the positive affirmations you just put out into the universe. So I'm seeing that could be something that could help you as well as this week. Additionally, I also pulled deep breathing, which I absolutely love because meditation has helped me a lot. And so I'm getting the feeling that you really want to make sure you're taking some deep breaths. If it's getting really stressful this week, I see taking the time to take at least 3 to 5 deep breaths could really change like your whole entire day. I'm not saying you have to sit down and be a Buddhist monk and meditate for 20 minutes. Now, if pay attention to your body. If your body is feeling tense and conflicted and constricted, take 3 to 5 deep breaths as a reset, and then check in with yourself and see how you feel, because more than likely you're going to be feeling better after you take those deep breaths. Additionally, for additional self-care rituals you could do this week is make a meal, which I absolutely love this one. So some people may not see, cooking as self-care, but it most definitely is. In our society, everything is so fast-paced that sometimes when we make a meal, we do it just so we can get food in our system and keep it moving. Actually take the time this week to really make a meal you enjoy and love and actually love making. There are certain meals I absolutely hate making, but there are certain meals I really enjoy making because not only does it taste amazing, but there's sometimes, it's something about the creation process of something you really love, and you're having a really good time doing it, that it really feeds the soul. You know, we need to nourish our bodies, but we also need to nourish our soul as well, because we are spirits having a human experience. So I'm really seeing that. Take the time to really make a nice meal for yourself this week. And, you know, not for just, you know, giving yourself some nourishment. You know, try to avoid eating out is what I'm hearing. Really try to, you know, make it important to make meals for yourself, and meals that you love and actually enjoy making. Because I'm seeing that maybe you may have been ordering too much fast food, and you might want to, you know, lighten off on that just a little bit and really just, you know, take the time to make some meals of your own. So last but not least, I pulled the abundance planning card, which I think is really, really adorable because it has that little lucky cat up there. So with the abundance planning card, I'm really seeing that you may need to sit down and look at your financial plan. And if you don't have a financial plan, then this card is really for you. Plan your abundance. How do you want to draw money into your life? That's something that I see you should really be focusing on this week. You know, you could be thinking, okay, well, what do I need to do in order to get more income? What are my financial goals? You know, I know a lot of us that are young, you know, we don't really focus on the finances because we think we have time in the future, which we do. But even though you have time in the future, you still want to plan now. If you can get a head start in the race instead of, you know, having to catch up, it's going to help you in the long run. So I'm thinking for my pile number ones, you really want to take the time to look at what you want your finances to be. Think about the next 6 months, the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and so on. And really try to make a plan on how you can reach your goals, because I'm seeing that that is important to you. So really take the time to, you know, carve time out. And I also feel like if you do that, you probably won't be nearly as stressed, because I'm starting to get the feeling that you may be stressed about finances. And you're probably, the stress is coming from not having a plan on, you know, how to manage your finances and what you want them to look like in the upcoming future. If that is the case, really make sure you set some time out this week. Set at least, I want to say, an hour or two to really think about how you want your finances to look now and in the future. So this is all I have for some self-care rituals you could do this week. Please try to think of these things every single day. Try to do at least one of these things every single day, whether it's the deep breathing, making sure you hydrate, making a meal, thinking about your finances, you know, in a plan so you're not so stressed about them at all times. And then make sure, again, like I said, don't let those energies that are going to try to bring you down this week, don't let them. Purify your space. You know, don't let toxic people and toxic energies invade your space, because that's going to do nothing but bring you down. So pile number one, if this resonated with you, if you enjoy this, please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and just let me know, you know, how you felt about this reading. So if you chose pile number two, this reading is for you. So let's begin. So the energy that you should be bringing in this week is gender, creativity. So, we also have a little light bulb and this like ray of sunshine. I don't know if you can see at the top of the ginger plant, but I'm getting the idea that you're going to be having basically some inspiration coming to you this week, which, you know, maybe you've been having a creative block, but this week, you know, really focus on putting your energy into being creative, into exploring your creativity, because I see that can be something that is very beneficial for your mental health. You know, a lot of times creative people, you can really let out a lot of emotions when you are, you know, creating something, whether that's art, music, you know, just a variety of things. Even now I consider, you know, making these YouTube videos as a creative endeavor. So really focus on your creativity this week and finding ways into incorporating your creativity throughout the week. So the first card I pulled for you, which actually coincides, is sing, which I absolutely love this. So again, being creative, maybe you need to sing your heart out. And I'm not saying, you know, you need to go on stage. She's not on stage. She literally has a hairbrush in her hand, probably singing her heart out in the shower or something, or just hopped out the shower. So yeah, if you need to, take the time to sing it out. You know, if there's a song that you're really feeling and you want to belt it out, go ahead and belt it, because why not? Singing really does heal the soul. You know, it's a good expression for letting out emotions. So I'm getting the vibe that this week, find some time to sing. And I'm not saying it has to be every day, but I'm getting the feeling, I'm getting the number 3. So maybe at least find, you know, 3 days out of this week that you can really just sing your heart out and, you know, let your soul shine is what I'm getting. Really let your soul shine. And additionally, I also pulled sound healing for this group. So with sound healing, I'm getting that you may want to listen to some binaural beats, which essentially helps us tune into a certain frequency of, maybe you want some abundance, maybe you want, some healing or love. So tune into some sound healing as well. And that also, or you know what, you can even make some sound healing of your own, especially with this week, really wanting to be creative. It may be possible that you can invest in, some Tibetan singing bowls, some drums, maybe you have a guitar, really do some sound healing, create sounds that heal, you and anything you're going through during this week, or, that just makes you feel good. It's the phrase I'm getting. Get the music that makes you feel good. Create the music that makes you feel good. Sing words that makes you feel good and uplifts your spirit. And finally, for you guys, I also got Nourish Your Temple. So this is very, very important, because a lot of the times we don't really pay attention to our bodily health. We do, but we don't at the same time, and I'll kind of explain. We know that if we're really sick, we need to go to the doctor and get it checked out. If, we're like coughing up, phlegm or throwing up. But, most of the time on a day-to-day basis, most of society doesn't look at what they really need to do to nourish their temple. And you really do have to view your body as a temple. Your body is sacred, and you will only get one body in this lifetime. So really, you have to make sure you nourish your temple, do things that you love to do, that really will uplift your soul, like sing, that really will uplift your soul, like listening to some sound that is meant for healing, or creating some sound that is meant for healing. By doing these things, that's also nourishing your temple as well. Because, I don't know about you, but when I'm belting out a song in the shower, I feel amazing, because you're really in tune with something you love. Music can make a huge impact on someone's life. So I really would say focus on the singing as well, not only to uplift your spirit, but to nourish your body as well. And also with the Nourish Your Temple, I'm also getting the feeling that you may want to look into doing some type of workout. I'm kind of getting the feeling that I should shuffle one more card for you, which is what I'm going to do right now. So if you hear some shuffling, I apologize, but I feel like there needs to be, an additional card. Oh my god. So this kind of just slammed out. It says Connect with Fire. Oh, I see it. Okay. So with this group, I'm really getting the feeling that you guys need to connect with the element of fire. If you guys can go out to a bonfire and, sing your heart out at that, or be with a group of people who are creative and, have some music going, I'm going to say go for it, because I'm getting the feeling that you need to connect with the fire element. And the fire element, I'm getting that because you need to ignite your fire. You need to ignite your creativity. If any of you have been having any creative blocks, getting in touch with the element of fire, even if you can't go out to a bonfire, light a candle and play some music that your soul loves, or that you love to sing, because I see by connecting with fire, you're really going to be able to draw in your creativity. Fire is a very strong element. It's for purifying, it's for igniting. And with you guys, I'm really getting the message that connecting with fire for you is going to ignite a lot of emotions, is what I'm getting. And that makes complete sense, because creativity is connected with your emotions. You can't really be, lacking in emotions and be a creative person. Most creative people I know, myself included, are very emotional people and have very intense emotions. So you need to ignite this fire within, and by doing that, you're going to be able to ignite your emotions, which in turn, boost your creativity this week. So this week, I really think you need to focus on, connecting with music and connecting with fire. I'm getting these two together. Somehow find a way to incorporate, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe need to really light some candles. I have some candles going now, so light some candles and, just sing your heart out, connect with music that really soothes your soul and really, makes you want to create. By doing all of these things, you will in turn be able to nourish your temple, because you're nourishing your soul. So with that being said, I really think that this week you guys need to focus on igniting your soul with music, and that way you will be able to be creative the way you want to be. Look at the flames. Is there anything you're seeing in the flames that you may want to create? Is there something, in the music you're listening to while you have these candles lit that will, you may want to create, or that's inspiring you to make a certain song or sing a certain song? If that's the case, go for it, because I see in turn It is going to nourish your temple and better your health. So pile number 2, that is everything I have for you. Please make sure you try to do at least 1 to 2 of these things daily, especially the singing in the shower. You can do that literally every day, but I really want you to try to do, really make some time out each day for some type of self-care. Lighting a candle isn't taking any time at all. Playing a couple things on YouTube that is sound healing, singing in the shower. Even with nourish your body, nourish your temple, I'm going to say you might want to try doing some yoga this week, as yoga is really good for the mind, body, and spirit. So pile number 2, really make sure you focus on bringing in that creative energy this week. I feel by doing these self-care rituals that you will really be able to, nourish everything that needs to be nourished in your life right now. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know if you like it. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, then this message is for you. So let's begin. So the energy that you should be bringing in this week is reflection, lemon balm herb. So with the reflection, I'm really getting the feeling that you need to be reflecting on what it is that brings you joy. There's something that's not making you happy, just don't do it. I know a lot of people for some reason struggle with not doing things they don't want to do. If something isn't making you happy and you look at it and you're like, you know what, actually I really don't like doing that, then I'm getting the message that you just need to stop doing things that don't make you happy, because why waste your time and energy doing things that don't bring you any type of joy. And if it's a job that's doing this, then maybe you need to look into finding another job or career, or maybe working towards a promotion. But I'm really getting the feeling that there may be something that you don't enjoy doing but you continue to do for others. I'm getting the feeling that you really need to reflect, is it worth doing this thing? Is it worth putting energy into this? Really take the time out this week to reflect on what brings you joy and what doesn't, because that makes a huge difference in our day-to-day life. So one of the cards I pulled for you for a self-care ritual was spend time with animals. And I was thinking about this earlier today. Animals can do something that humans just can't, and some people may not agree, but I have a cat and a dog, and they both bring me love and affection like nobody else can. Animals give just 100% unconditional love. Like humans can give unconditional love, but it's not nowhere to the power that animals can. And if for some reason you don't have any pets of your own, I'd say go out into nature and just look at them. I mean, animals are truly free. They're free of judgment. They're free of bills. They have their own things that they need to worry about, but a lot of things that we stress about and reflect on in society, animals, they just do their own thing. They do what makes them happy, and if they don't want to do something they don't want to do, they just don't do it. So really if you can, spend some time with animals. They give a lot of love. They actually raise my vibrations and my frequency when I'm around my animals, when they're not being completely insane. But even when they are insane, there's still something about them just being 100% them that's just truly beautiful and inspirational to me. So if you can, I highly recommend spending some time with animals this week. Oh yeah, this actually coincides. So the next card I got for you was connect with Earth. So this also ties in with animals. So I'm getting the feeling that not only do you guys need to reflect, you guys need to go outside. We've been on lockdown for quite some time, and even myself, I haven't been outside as nearly as much as I would like to. But for you guys, I'm getting that you need to probably go out into nature and connect with the earth. Go into a park if you can, and just look around and just take everything in. We don't really value the earth like we should, and we don't appreciate nature like we should, but just going outside and spending some time even next to a tree, I promise you it'll probably raise your vibration, because you're not stuffed up in an apartment or a home, cooped up thinking about everything that's going on in your life. When you go out with nature, you're finally able to really disconnect from all of the stressors of the world, because when you're out in nature, you know, those things don't exist. Bills don't exist. Responsibilities don't really exist. I'm not saying, you know, go out into some crazy cabin in the woods type of thing, but go out into a park, take a walk around a park, you know, go sit next to a tree, sit on a park bench, and just really, you know, connect and tune yourself in with nature. If you can, I'd even recommend meditating out in nature right now, if it's safe for you to do so. But yeah, I'm really getting the energy that you guys need to connect with the earth and connect with animals as well. If you're into it, I even suggest doing some bird watching, because just seeing them fly around just completely free from, you know, anything is truly inspirational. I feel like that's also going to be very, very calming for you guys. So continuing, I also pulled the card family. So I'm getting the sense that you guys may want to try spending some time with your family this week. And you know, for me, I always think family doesn't have to be completely blood related. Your family can be the people that are your friends and are truly, you know, just 100% love you unconditionally. I consider, you know, my friends to be family. We've been through a lot together, but they have been with me by my side through everything, and you know, that makes them family. You know, one of my closest friends, always tell her that she's like a sister to me, and I 100% mean it. So people like that, people who make you feel love to the point that, you know, if you didn't have them in your life, you'd probably be a bawling mess. That is your family. That is the people you should be spending time with. I'm also going to say, if you can, go out with your family in nature. Try to see if you can go out with them in nature if they have the time to do so, and again, if it's safe. And try doing some reflection. I'm also getting the feeling that if you've been thinking about something, try to connect with them outside in nature and ask them for their perspective. You know, if they're your family, they're only going to have your best interest in their heart. So I'm really getting the feeling that, you know, you need to spend time with them, yes, but also try to gain some perspective and reflection from them as well while you're out in nature. And finally, for the last card I pulled for pile number 3, I got positive affirmations, and I really, really do love this card, which is why I'm holding it up for a while. So this card says, I love myself. I choose love. Healthy, happy. And I also think it's beautiful because in her arms it says brave, beautiful, worthy, and grateful. So some positive affirmations for you could be, I love myself because I am brave. I love myself because I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am grateful. Positive affirmations really do. It can change your whole vibe. You know, you are what you think. You know, people probably don't believe that, but what you say to yourself really does matter. So with my pile number 3s, I'm really getting the feeling that each day you should be saying 3 to 5 positive affirmations to yourself, and you don't even have to make a list. You can literally just hop on, you know, Google or Pinterest, type in positive affirmations. They are right there. Repeat those to yourself in the morning, and let's just see, and you know, tell me, if does that improve your day? Do you feel better about yourself throughout your day? Are you able to reflect more because you're able to realize, well, I do want to be this positive affirmation. I love this affirmation. That's what I want to be like. That's the person I want to become. So I'm getting the feeling that you guys should really be saying positive affirmations to yourself daily. I realize it might be, you know, hard to get everyone together, get a person together out in nature. So for this, I'd say try to do this, you know, sometime this week. I think you can connect with the earth every day with just a short walk. Animals, I'm going to say, you know, connecting all these 3 things together. They spend time with animals, family, and connecting with the earth. Try to do that once a week. But these positive affirmations is some self-care that you can do daily, on a daily basis. You know, reading 3 to 5 affirmations to yourself can literally take you like 2 to 3 minutes. No joke. And also, I'm gonna say, you know, really do focus on what you love. You know, what do you want to bring into your life? What do you not want to, you know, have in your life right now? Because I'm getting the feeling that, I don't get why people just try to drag other people down, but you know, if there's something that, you know, you've been dealing with because you feel like that's the right thing to do, again, if it's not bringing you no type of joy or love, then don't do it. You know, especially, you know, self-care is rituals, yes, but self-care is also loving yourself and, you know, loving everything that you do. You shouldn't be doing things that don't make you happy, that make you sad, that make you upset. There's no need, because you simply don't have to. And you really need to be, I'm getting the message, you really need to put yourself first. So again, make sure you're doing your reflection. Make sure that you try to do you know, connecting with family outside of nature around animals once a week. I'd say for connect with nature, try to at least do this 3 times a week by taking, you know, just a quick walk around. It can even be in your neighborhood, you know, in your backyard. Connect with nature. Like I said, don't do no cabin in the woods stuff, please. Please don't do cabin in the woods, please. You know, she is out here like regular nature. Don't go deep in the woods if, you know, you're not familiar and you don't know that territory. Just a quick little walk around, you know, the park or your neighborhood. And again, the positive affirmations, something you can incorporate daily, on a daily basis, and I highly recommend. So, you know, with this being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment if it resonated, comment if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe because there will be more things coming in the future. Thank you.